Welcome to a brand new episode of the Post Game. I am your host, Davion, and I'm joined by my boy, Matt.
What up?
My boy, Nathan.
What's up, my bad?
And my boy, Oronde.
What's poppin'?
And my boy, Elijah's here, too.
Yo.
How we doing, y'all?
I'm less tired than I was yesterday.
I'm nervous.
Nervous. So this week has been nuts.
It really has.
It's been crazy. Like all the moves, all the unretirings, all of the I don't want to play for yous. That's all happened this week. And we're gonna get right into talking about it. First we'll start talking about, it's now Wednesday. I think it was Sunday. Tom Brady came back and said, "Hey, I'm bored at home and I don't want to be retired anymore." So how do we feel about Tom Brady coming back?
You need to just relax and stay home.
You just dropped Tampa Bay down to the bottom of the cap salary list.
Really?
That's true.
They're now under 21.
Yeah,
they're now under negative 21 million
Because of his contract?
Yep.
This is the thing too. Because of their having no salary, a lot of their free agents, like they're not going to be able to re-sign everyone again. So like the team's going to be pretty new. So like Fournette might be gone. I doubt it though. But
they brought Rashad Perriman back for another year.
Yep. Shaq Mason got traded to them. That was a good pickup.
I hated that. So much. A 5th-round pick? Are you joking?
Is he old though?
Bro,
is he like 30?
He's pretty good, and he's only costing $7 million this year and $8 million next year. Why are we giving away one of our better linemen that we've had since 2015?
Maybe Belichick's behind this.
He is behind us, but he is also in Georgia for their pro days or whatever, or workouts. So I think we're just gonna get one from there.
When's Alabama?
That makes sense.
Pro day?
When's Alabama?
I have no idea.
It's completely irrelevant, to be real. No, Tom Brady, he's so good that like now at this point in our life, it's like, are we expecting him to be like as good as he was in the past, or is it now like uncharted territory where it's like we don't know what he's gonna give in it?
No. I think it's year in, year out, straight up.
The question
he hasn't had any drop off.
No.
Yeah, exactly. It just went. So how old is he? 44.
He's gonna be 45.
He'll be turning 45 by the end of the season.
So is this like, will this be his legitimate last year, or will he play till 50? Or
so my thoughts is he just wants to leave with another ring, regardless.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many he has already. He said unfinished business. That's the only thing that makes sense is him getting his 8th ring.
I guess he want to beat Eli, huh? Because what else hasn't he accomplished?
Nothing. I mean, does he technically? Yeah. Does he technically have the most Super Bowl rings?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That is the NFL record. It's not like it's NBA with who has 11.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if it's like like Belichick has 8, right?
Belichick.
Or is it the same? So? Like, is it a thing where he wants the most out of everyone, including coaches, or is it just players? Obviously, he has the players beaten, but like, does he want to pass Belichick if he has 8, or does he want to tie with him? I don't know.
Yeah. So here's a question: like, is this like an auto lock for the Bucs to win the NFC South?
Yeah.
It depends. Yeah, I think it depends where Watson goes to. Because he's either going to one of the other 3 teams or he goes to Cleveland. So
yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a definite lock. That division's horrible.
I actually don't think so. I don't think it's an automatic lock. Like I feel like this year, like we're gonna see Tom Brady meet some adversity. And he's gonna have to really yes, he's done it. Like there's been times in the past where he has had to, but I feel like he's gonna have to really show how good he is, and I think there will be signs of this is an old man playing, and I think that's what we'll see signs of.
Yeah,
but I don't know, man. It's just did it surprise anybody?
Yes.
No.
No.
But no.
Yeah, it didn't really surprise me either. I mean, he loves the spotlight, and of course, he's gonna do it on like March Madness, like what do they call it? What is it called, Nathan? Like
Oh,
like he like whatever. It's not even that important, but it's like of course he would do it like the biggest day of like sports news or like college basketball news, and he would.
Oh, you're talking about Selection Sunday.
Yes, Selection Sunday. Thank you.
Yeah.
Of course he would do it that day to like.
The only reason I even knew it was Selection Sunday because of Oregon's women's basketball team.
You like Oregon's women's basketball?
I follow one of the players because they're hilarious.
Yeah, she is pretty funny. I exactly.
How's she funny?
How is she funny?
Yeah.
Like she says,
She makes
and does.
jokes on TikTok.
What's your app?
Bro.
Sedona.
We not,
So
we not starting this.
moving on.
Apologize, everybody.
Packers wide receiver Devontae Adams came out this past weekend and said that he does not want to play for the Packers anymore. I think they offered him a max contract, right? Like making him like the best receiver in the league, and he turned it down.
Yep. Turned down $23 million a year.
Elijah, you being our resident Packers fan, how do you feel about this?
Kind of mixed emotions. Feel sad. I low-key want to blame Rodgers for that big contract, because now we not going to be able to sign Adams. So yeah, just all over the place. We just better win the Super Bowl now. So
Do you think y'all will?
no, but I hope we do.
I think for the first time, I can say that the entire a good majority of the league is competitive for the Super Bowl.
I would say last season it really showed that as well. Because like I feel like every game last season was a good game.
Yeah.
Unless you were playing like Jacksonville or like Houston. Like every game was a good game.
I mean,
What
Houston
else
had good
happened,
games
though,
with certain teams too, though. So
Well, yeah.
But it's like they're actual like playoff teams from the start, not just them being competitive with each other.
Yeah, I get that.
It's teams that you can see like, yeah, this one can go. No, this one can go and compete.
Yeah.
Don't get
But
me
I
wrong.
mean-
Last season's games, chef's kiss from beginning to end. Even the tank bowls were good.
Yeah, that's true.
I could say one thing though: the AFC does.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I feel like this year the AFC is gonna be way more competitive because the NFC it's really like 3 teams. It's like Rams, Bucks, Packers.
Yeah, and the Saints.
So
Yeah.
no.
I'm joking. That's
No, exactly. Same. Try to
y'all know I said the Saints are gonna be 6-11 next year. Relax. It was a joke. Jesus. No, but I was just gonna say, Matt, like the AFC will win the Super Bowl next year. Like
Yeah, I think
without
so.
a doubt. Like it's ridiculous how
If I was a legal betting man, I'd absolutely put like 10K on the AFC winning the Super Bowl.
oh for sure.
That's
Right
an
now.
easy prop
AFC
bet.
was supposed to win last year, but the Bengals O line.
That's true.
Yeah.
Are we putting money on this?
No,
So-
we're not.
I would.
So some things
move
that
on.
happened over the weekend. We're just gonna talk about a lot of the trades and stuff that's happened. I'm gonna say a couple, and then y'all can say whichever ones make your hearts happy. But a big one that came on Thursday, Khalil Mack got traded to the Chargers for a 2nd-round pick and a 6th-round pick. That's a big move for the Chargers, making them, in that division in the AFC, like we were just saying, like defenses are really going to have to step up against these really high caliber quarterbacks, and they're going to have to play good football every week because that one game is really going to matter going into next season. I think Khalil Mack can 100% be a difference maker for plenty of games for them.
Yep. I agree.
Now the Chargers have a
Agreed.
big 4.
Sir?
Derwin James, Bosa, Mack.
Yeah.
Bro, this is real dumb.
Raiders signed
Also,
Max.
I'm glad I'm glad the Pats don't have to play him during the regular season because now I know for sure we can't just drop 45 on him and leave.
You know,
That's true.
that blitz is gonna be coming hard next year. But Max Crosby signed a 4-year deal with the Raiders for $94 million. That's a big signing or a re-signing for the Raiders. Amari Cooper.
I love that signing for them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I think that was inevitably going to happen. Like he was one of the best in top 3 in that position last season, and he deserves all the money he just got. Amari Cooper got traded from Dallas to the Browns for a 5th and a 6th round pick. Was that not enough for Amari or what? Or were they just trying to move a deal?
I think they're just trying to take the cap
they're just
off.
moving that 20 mil.
Yeah. Because now what's interesting, Cleveland only really has Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Unless they draft.
Don't forget Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, Peoples-Jones.
Yeah, they only have Amari
Peoples-Jones remind me of? He reminds me of St. Brown out of the Lions.
Okay. That's nice.
Lions receiving core too.
Yeah.
Look out for Drake London, pick 13.
What have they been? Oh yeah. He's out of USC, right, Nathan?
Yes, sir.
He's good.
He's got health issues. That's one problem about him. Really, in my opinion.
Like ankle or something?
Dude, could you imagine if the Jaguars picked up Chris Olave?
They're gonna, man. Listen, we said this last year. Like Jacksonville are picking up some heat right now. Do we think?
I was going to mention that earlier. It's just like, yeah, I love all these moves for the Jags. They're still going to have to draft a lineman, but I just can't not envision them picking up one of the Ohio State receivers because they're both fast and reliable catchers.
Yeah. I mean, do we think they are what's the word? I don't want to say move. Well, I know that it looks like they're moving in the right direction, yes. But do we think that they are like going to be a team to really,
I think they can,
in quotes, fear?
I think they're making the right moves. I just think they're taking a step in the right direction.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there were like rumors or whatever going around that they were trying to move Laviska Shenault or get a trade for him. He's worth less than N'Keal Harry. Straight up. Like he less than
The problem with me is I feel like they just obviously they have all that cap. I don't think they have that much anymore. It's like 20 mil. But they had to sign
13
mid guys. Like they're not like all-star game changers, but they're not like awful. So, but the problem is just they had to overpay for all these guys.
And they have.
Hopefully it works, but I don't know because usually stuff like that never works. Exactly.
Here's one I didn't know or really pay much. I didn't even know this happened, honestly. Zach Ertz signed a 3-year deal for $31.5 million. That's a good pickup. That's a good sign up for the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, he actually did really well when he got traded to Arizona.
He was a difference maker for them.
He was way better there than Philly because Philly liked Goddard more. So
I mean, he's young and he's actually one of the best tight ends in the league too.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money. Dallas. Here's a funny one. Dallas re-signed Michael Gallup to a 5-year, $62.5 million deal. Is that too much money?
Yeah, that's way too much money.
Why?
I think that's just like 10 or 15 too much.
The problem is with the salary cap increasing, you're going to see a lot of these guys get overpaid. And it's just going to happen in the future too. Like with Christian Kirk too. He got overpaid. He's like.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, it's overpaying, but I also want to see each athlete get all their money.
That's true. But
regardless if they're bad or not.
Yeah. Personally, I would rather have Amari Cooper. I know he is inconsistent, but he's just a better player than Gallup, I think. So that's my only concern with it. I don't think Gallup's bad at all, but it's just a little too much money I'd give him. So
is it Amari that moved? Is it Amari that's inconsistent, or was it Dak?
I Maybe both, because they're all three really good receivers. And, Dak could, Amari could have 15 yards one game and then 120 the next, So it's like, is it Cooper's fault, or is it just because they have so many weapons that they just don't really need to use them that much? And it looks like they're just going to lean on CeeDee Lamb, which is good.
Yeah.
He's going to be so good.
I mean, it's good because he doesn't even have to be a number one receiver, CD. That he has like a backup in Gallup that can carry that double team sometime if it comes, or whatever the case may be.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I know.
Also they moved that contract just to overpay a glorified fullback in Ezekiel Elliott.
I was just gonna say him. I was gonna bring his name up right now. Like
Tony Pollard is now their running game.
So what's this? What are we doing with Zeke right now? Like where are we at with Zeke?
Zeke will still get his touches, as he should, but he still has to prove that he's worth his money. And I don't think that's very likely.
Yeah.
Interesting. Let me get some more going for us.
As the resident Ohio State fan, I know what he's capable of. He was good when he came out, but he hit a slump like Todd Gurley.
I mean, they get that check. I mean, run it. I mean, and it's, I wouldn't say all positions, but I think running backs, especially once they get paid, they hit that slump because it's already 3 to 4 years into their career, and we know the life expectancy for a running back is what, 3.5 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, tops.
6
maybe
years
5
or so.
years tops.
And so it's like, it shows that, like, listen, like, I think honestly, like, we need to stop looking at when running backs get paid as like a future thing. I think it's back pay for what they've had to endure the past 3 to 4 years.
That's not a bad way to look at it.
And I think that, and I just
I like
thought
that
about
idea.
that, and it's like it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on. Carolina Panthers signed Xavier Woods to a 3-year, $15 million deal. How Panthers fans, how do y'all feel about that? That's a big signing.
It's good, but I don't think it's like the best signing they made so far.
Who would you think the best is?
The Austin Corbett deal. I really like that deal because he was the guard for the Rams. He just won a Super Bowl. He allowed, I think, 2 or 3 sacks all season, and he's just like a really good run and pass blocker. So that's like definitely what the Panthers needed. I'm not saying their O-line's going to be incredible now, but that's just a very big pickup because their interior line was horrible last year. So that's my favorite move so far. Xavier Woods, yes, he's not bad. He's a good, reliable safety. He had 100 tackles last year, I think, which is very impressive. Pairing him up with Chin will be pretty cool to see. So we'll see what happens.
Replacement.
What, Nathan?
You think he might replace him if they potentially trade? I don't know. That'll be interesting what happens.
I mean, because as of now, Panthers are still sitting with that. I always get it wrong. Sixth pick, and so
Yes.
as of now, because actually we just talking about this right now. Deshaun Watson, this past weekend he was indicted on none of the charges, found not guilty. So he's now actively being looked at by 3 to 4 teams.
4 teams now.
It's the Saints, the Falcons, the Panthers, 3 NFC South teams, and the Browns snuck in at the end to one piece.
But at least shout out to the Falcons because they've been in open dialogue with Matt Ryan.
That's true.
They have.
That's true.
That's dope. That's good then.
Not like Baker, where they just really didn't say anything, and now he's just.
Yeah, no. Baker.
They still want to move him regardless, because apparently that relationship's just done.
Yeah, that's true.
Cleveland?
Yeah, with
Cleveland.
Baker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Baker to Indy, confirmed?
I can see Indy.
Seattle? Go to Seattle?
Will he do good? I got a question.
Seattle?
Do you think he'll do better than Wentz or no?
He'll absolutely do better than Wentz.
Maybe.
Wait,
If he's healthy,
I'm still I'm still standing by that
Wait,
wholeheartedly.
I'm
He'll
lost.
He'll play it more safe than Wentz. Wentz played pretty reckless.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Baker will throw down the checkdowns and all that, like right
Bro,
legs.
bro really sprained both ankles in one play. Come on, man. Just go down.
So someone said that Baker's being shopped right now.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep, he's still being shopped.
regardless of the Deshaun
Even if
Watson
they don't
situation.
get, even if they don't get Watson, they're still going to try to trade him.
Mm.
So
That's why
Imagine they send.
letter.
Jimmy G would go
Imagine they send. I don't know. That's what I was about to say. Imagine they send Baker to San Fran for Jimmy G.
there. I think it would be a 3-team.
One mid quarterback for
I
another.
don't think San Fran wants Baker.
No,
I
it'd
haven't
be like a
heard nothing
3-team
about
trade.
Jimmy G lately, so I don't think he's leaving 49ers.
Oh, he's leaving. He's 100% leaving.
San Francisco's.
I don't think
problem
it's up to him.
Trey Lance.
Go ahead, Nathan.
I said San Francisco's playing Trey Lance most likely.
Yeah.
They are. That's for sure.
Not going to trade for Baker Mayfield or nothing.
It's
They're
on
gonna trade
Not even ready yet.
I mean,
I
there's
feel
a
like the
couple
reason why
different.
you're.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the reason why we're probably not hearing from Jimmy yet is because most of the teams left that need a QB are going after Watson.
Yeah.
So once wherever he goes, then obviously that'll just cause another huge change in the free
Like the
agency
Rodgers
and
thing,
the
right?
trade market. Yes, exactly, like that, like the Rodgers situation. But I feel like this one would be more interesting because wherever Watson goes, the free agents are going to go.
Yeah.
And then the other team, they're going to be looking for QBs. So maybe Garoppolo goes to one of those teams that wasn't able to get him, So who knows?
I don't know. I don't know what I like, to be honest with y'all. Like, I think Jimmy G. I think because right now what we got Jimmy G, we have Baker, Mariota maybe. I can say this right now. Mitch Trubisky signed for the Steelers on a 2-year deal worth $14 million. He will start for
Shout
them.
out, Mitch.
Oh yeah, he's
That's a
definitely
good one.
starting.
Oh yeah, Gardner Minshew as well. I'm sorry.
That's an interesting one. Yep, that
I'm
could be a
still
good one.
surprised he hasn't got moved.
Minshew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Minshew.
Y'all do? How do we? You think he's back? You think he's ready to start again?
Yes.
I think he'd be good on an actual good team.
Yeah. Well, of course.
He'd be good on Steelers.
I think he'd be
Not
good on
gonna
the
lie.
Colts.
If we get Minshew Mania back, I'm getting a jersey.
Don't sleep on Mississippi Mudflap.
That's amazing. I don't know where he's gonna go. But Chargers signed J.C. Jackson, 5-year, $82 million deal. That's big for them.
Well, Chargers really trying to do something this year.
Well, they're in that bag now, and they still have
They have
$3 million.
how much
still.
money?
They have 30 mil left.
23.
They have 23 mil technically, but yeah, they still have a good amount left.
I mean, and they still got a lot of moving they could do if they wanted to. So I think the Chargers. Hey, listen, I've been on the Herbert bandwagon since he blew the Saints out 2 years ago at home.
I already knew you was gonna say something about him.
So
Go ahead and talk him up.
I know we're gonna be bad this year. So
We already had our Herbert meat riding episode. Relax.
no. Okay.
Come on now.
The Patriots fan. Okay. But listen, I don't know. Any more y'all got? Like any more signings that y'all have liked this offseason so far?
Patriots brought back James White.
I was just looking
That's
at that.
important.
That's big.
JD
Chandler
McKissick.
Jones.
JD McKissick did agree to a deal with the Bills, and then Washington was like, "Hey, we'll match that." So he went back to Washington.
Oh, that's good.
That's right.
I think that's good.
The Chandler Jones deal that just happened today. I don't know if we talked about that one.
We didn't.
But
that's a good deal.
yes. What is it? 3 years, 50 million?
3 years, $51 million to the Raiders. Yannick Ngakoue is out, and I think Sin is the quarterback. Sin to Indianapolis.
Yeah, they traded Ngakoue for Rock Ya-Sin from the Colts, which I think is a good move for both teams. So, the Colts got a D lineman that they need. They are a little thin at secondary, I will admit, but now the Raiders actually have a good secondary piece. And they just got Chandler Jones, who's one of the best pass rushers in the league. So
And I think they're looking
pairing
at
him up with,
Stephon Gilmore as well.
yeah, that would be interesting too.
Listen,
If he
I mean,
goes to
that
the Raiders.
division's going to have to bulk up their defense with those quarterbacks.
Exactly. Yep.
That's,
I mean,
all of those games should be primetime games. All of them. All.
Yeah.
Ravens signed Marcus Williams from the Saints, 5 years, $70 million deal.
That's a good one.
That's a big one for him.
Tunsil is staying in Houston.
Yeah.
Zadarius Smith signed with the Baltimore Ravens, or he went back, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
Giants,
you said that already.
Giants signed Tyrod Taylor, 2 years, $17 million.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
Maybe backup.
17 million though.
Yeah, back
He's
up.
gonna have to be a backup, but that's a lot of money to give a backup.
Hey man, Chase Daniels, that one QB, 5 years in the league or something like that. Only started 5 games. He's made $41 million.
We're in the wrong profession.
That's true.
Titans just now released Julio Jones, which is I don't understand, but okay.
They just wasted a second-round pick on him.
Yep.
Did he do bad or something?
He was
hurt
that season.
the whole year.
So
That's what I was
officially,
thinking. I was about to say I never seen him play, so I don't know.
so officially the Colts get the 42nd overall pick, the 73rd overall pick, and a conditional 3rd round pick for Wentz. And yeah.
Yeah.
They just announced which picks are which for that trade.
Colts get a second, a third, and a third for next year, and then the Commanders get a second, Wentz, and a 7th for this year.
So, fellas, I don't know how we could pull it off because we don't have enough money even at 13 million. But I would love for the Pats to pick up Julio.
I mean, he could take advantage of
Julio, there's not a bad one.
And that's a really big pickup, actually. I mean, that's what they need, right? Like
that one wide receiver.
A star receiver.
How healthy is he is the only problem.
I mean, if you could pull the double to Julio every play and just let Mac Jones pick apart, I mean, and underneath, like dunk underneath a couple guys, I mean, that works, right?
Yeah. I think so.
And what was I thinking of? Just off money alone, the Jets have made probably some of the better moves.
Yeah,
when it comes to releasing
they've been
and
very
signing
conservative.
People. Yep. They still have 40.8 million left.
Yeah,
good for second.
Very conservative. Colts still have 44 mil left. I just saw a pick I wanted to call out. Who was it? James Conner re-signed with the Cardinals. That's good. They gave him 21 mil. A little low, I think, for his production.
21 mil?
For 3 years? I think it's a little low.
What you think? I mean, I don't think it's bad.
I mean, I think this
he did good last season. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's bad.
It's low. I feel like that it should be a little bit more. I'm saying he missed out on.
No, I think.
So what you saying? Like 40?
I'm saying money. I'm saying the way that these guys are getting paid right now, and he got paid 21 mil for 3 years. I feel like he could have got a little bit more. Because
I think the problem is
how much is the highest paid running back right now in the league?
Well, it's McCaffrey. I think it's like 50.
I'm pretty sure it's McCaffrey.
Is it like 50 or 40 mil?
I'm about to say, ain't it like 56 mil?
Wait, per year? Wait, how much per year? That's what I was saying.
No.
Total cash, maybe.
Christian McCaffrey, 16 million a year.
16. I mean, I think he could have got 9 or 10. He could have kissed 10. You know.
I think with
he's
running
injury
backs,
prone a lot too.
Running backs are a dime
back when he was at Pittsburgh. Yes, I don't think right now.
Well, also you got to look at it too. Yes, James Conner is good, but he's not. You know, as he doesn't have the skill sets as a Kamara, McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Who's Aaron Jones? I'd even say. like those guys, I don't think he's as good as. So I think it's a good signing. But
Shout out to Aaron Jones taking a pay
not
cut for us.
opposed. I'm not opposed to the signing at all. I think it's a really good signing, and he deserves it because of his production last year. I just feel like he could have got a little bit more money. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What else we got, man? Like, what are y'all teams doing these days? I think right now, like, we're mainly just waiting on Deshaun. Like, whatever happens there,
Yeah.
then it's just
Same
gonna.
here, Davion.
So Pat's moved our outside linebacker Chase Winovich for I think Mac Wilson from the Browns, just a player for player trade. At first, I was kind of not okay with it, but at the same time, we did need more of like an off-ball linebacker rather than just somebody who can play each position on the outside. And I'm just like, out of all people to move, why him?
Yeah.
Why we haven't gotten rid of Nelson Aguilar yet?
I don't know.
Or N'Keal Harry. Atlanta has no wide receivers. Somebody take him, please.
No, Atlanta has nobody. Like, I don't know what I genuinely don't know what they're doing right now. Like, they're gonna have to.
Because Russell Gage is gone now. They don't have Ridley for next season, so I still don't understand how they're even in the talks to get Watson.
Yeah, I don't even know why they lost him.
That's a weird one because they would have to get rid of AJ Terrell, Kyle Pitts, 3 firsts.
And Terrell played amazing.
Yeah, but like they don't have I think that's it. Like maybe Grady Jarrett, but like he's kind of old. So like I don't know why they would do that.
They can't move Kadar Patterson because he carried the team too.
That's true. And like Houston wants young guys. So like obviously it's not Houston's decision. It's Watson's decision on where he wants to go, and they have to take that deal. But like they have preferred other deals than the ones like being offered, So it'll be interesting what happens tonight or tomorrow.
I don't know, man. Listen. So many things are gonna change, just that fast. So many things are gonna change. But what else y'all got? Anything else y'all got about this?
Other than like 3 or 4 teams moving around money, like the Packers saving $20 million off restructures recently.
I did see that. Saints signed Marcus May as well last night.
Yep, that's a good one.
Yes, that's good because we got to replace what's his name? I just saw his name. Marcus Williams. So that's
and also Russell said that him going to Denver was mutual. He didn't initiate. I mean, he did initiate it.
I think they both understood that it was time to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think they both were like, okay, either it's going to be. I mean, do we still think Pete Carroll is going to stay?
Who?
Cool.
Pete Carroll.
I mean, he's probably just going to retire regardless.
Well, yeah. Like, do we think he's going to retire this year or no?
No.
Not
yet.
Do we think he should?
He's not done.
I think so.
I do too.
I forget how old
he should.
I forgot that he's the oldest coach in the league, but the Cardinals released defensive tackle Jordan Phillips as well.
Oh yeah. Is there
I don't know where they're going to get their D lineman from.
Is there a free agent signing that y'all were just confused about with any team? I'll go. I think the Randy Gregory one was awful.
I think that Christian Kirk one was big. That was a lot of money gone.
That one was bad, but I think that Randy Gregory one was way worse.
How much they pay him?
$70 million.
Yeah, I just looked. 5 years, $70 million.
Gee. The Bucks restructured Shaquille Barrett's contract, converted about $15 million into a signing bonus, and added a void year, clearing $12 million in space.
That's good.
Who else? Who else am I thinking of?
I mean, right now I feel like everybody is like making the decent moves. There's been a couple. I feel like there's like like 7 teams that have been really quiet though, and really hasn't done anything. Oh, we didn't talk about this on here, but I know our group chat's been going off these past couple of days. How about Teddy Bridgewater being signed with Miami, 1 year, $6.5 million deal? Like, what? I don't understand that.
Okay, once Watson is traded, then most of the top guys are going to make their moves. So, because you still have Stephon Gilmore, you still have Teron Armstead, Allen Robinson. Who else?
Yeah, a lot of money. That's just
Also,
Bobby Wagner, even.
Yeah.
I think it was the Rams. They released Johnny Hacker, which is like a top 5 punter in the league.
But he's a punter.
But he's also a really good punter. It's not just a punter.
That's true.
Bro's touchback percentage is stupid over his career. I don't get it. Also, the Pats picked up Terrence Mitchell. And the first thing I see on Twitter underneath that announcement is him getting stiff-armed by James White when he was in Kansas City. And I find that hilarious.
Well,
so I got a couple of names. I got about 10-ish. I think Matt just said some of them, but I'm going to say them again if I Julio Jones. These are all available free agents still. Julio, Von Miller, Bobby Wagner, Allen Robinson, Nate Solder, Jarvis Landry, Deontay Fowler,
Miles Jackson, interesting.
Miles Jackson, Tyrann Mathieu, Landon Collins, Teron Armstead, Gilmore, Calais Campbell, and Joe Hayden. Like, these are just a couple I named. Will Fuller. There's a bunch of guys that are still out there that just are just waiting.
Actually, I got one more questionable signing to me.
Yeah.
CJ Uzomah. Why did you leave Cincinnati?
Yeah. How much did he get paid?
$24 million, I think.
For how long?
3 years, 24 mil.
I mean, where are the Bengals at right now in cap space?
They have a
last
lot.
time I checked, I'm pretty sure they had like 20.
Yeah, something like that.
They're at 13 mil now because they signed that guard for a big deal.
Oh, yeah, I see.
But like, why did he leave? He was an integral part of the offense, and also he was getting plenty of play time.
I don't know.
And they could have made it to the playoffs again.
Maybe they weren't offering him enough money.
I mean, but at that point, like, did you go for money or did you go for ring? I mean, did he get paid?
Like, bro, you just went to the Super Bowl. Why are you leaving?
Exactly.
I just don't agree. CJ, why'd you do that? Please tell me.
CJ.
Also, he's only 29.
CJ, how you say? What's his last name?
Uzomah. Uzomah. He's 29. It's his 7th year.
7th year.
Out of Auburn.
How much money he's made? So he's made
out of all teams though, the Jets though. Yeah.
I guess. I mean,
they only made 20 mil.
They're making moves too, though. Because he had. He signed a 3-year, 18 mil at the start. I mean, with the Bengals from 2019 to 2021. Now he just signed a 3-year deal for 24 mil. Like, was the extra 6 that important that you had to leave?
I don't know.
I just realized I was looking through the financials for the Jets. CJ Mosley's cap hit is $17.5 million.
Yeesh. I mean, imagine that
he's worth it though.
They're gonna have money to move. They're gonna have a lot of money. Good for the Jets. Good for the Jets. They deserve it, right?
Jets.
Jets.
Okay.
The Jets are going to be bad, but I think they'll be slightly better. I don't know.
I think they'll be better.
I'm excited. I'm excited to watch a healthy Zach Wilson.
Me too.
Yeah, that's true.
I think we are forgetting something. Like, we still have the draft, and then, like, so much still happens after the draft. Like, this is such a long process. but it's just starting, and it's so exciting.
I know.
So exciting. But anything else for the rest, boys?
Anything else we got to talk about?
I don't think so.
I don't
I
want
gotta
to drag
go.
this out.
I definitely got to go.
Just got to be patient here. Let's
Us.
see what happens.
But yeah, man, if y'all
I got nothing else.
Yeah, I don't either. If y'all made it this far, thank you for listening. This is our favorite time of the year, man. Seeing everybody move around and go. Thank y'all for coming on. Oronde, Matt, Elijah. I know Nathan's gone, but thank you to him too. It's gonna be a big year, big off season. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I have been your host, Davion.
I've been Eli.
I'm Matt.
I'm Oronde.
And this has been the post game.